Hello, I'm Valerie.
I'm Brad Mower.
And this is IFXtra. So, I spent most of this week in bed with a chest infection, so we're going to try and do this really quick so that I don't start coughing and ruin the whole video.
You'll be fine.
Yeah. Apart from that, I've been sitting in bed doing the questions for the quiz for tomorrow, because that's my favourite bit of the week. What have you been doing?
I have done a couple of things. I have built up our lost and found system for games. Some of you might have seen in the forums, BabGab reappeared in the game. I submitted something and it didn't work, and said, hey, is there any way to get that back? And I was thinking no, but then I remembered, actually, I built in a little fail-safe that I never quite finished off. So we actually did capture this image that wasn't submitted properly, and I could get it back. So I've fixed that up a bit more now, so it's easier for me to recover things. So that's quite cool.
Cool.
It's not going to work 100% of the time, but sometimes if an upload fails, if you let us know, we can go and find it for you.
Yeah, just tell us about it. We'll go looking.
I've also, this Facebook thing I mentioned the other week. They came back to me and said, no, that's not acceptable. Just checking, it is version 1.0.21 or something. And I was like, what? No, it should be 1.0.22. Turns out I built this update for Android, uploaded it, and not pressed the button to release it because I'm an idiot. So
you've got a lot on your mind.
Yeah. It's just all a big rush, really. So I went back to them and said, oh, sorry, I forgot to press the button. Could you look now? And they're like, yeah, it's cool. So we're all good. We haven't got to take out Facebook authentication on Android. So that's one less thing to have to worry about. That's about it. Just pushing one of our other things though. Remember, we're going to be down at Rezzed at the start of next month. If you happen to be there, if you get London Tobacco Dock, 4th to 6th of April. Going to be showing off rogue drones, but if you're around, you can come talk to us about interference or anything you like. We're also going to be doing a talk at the Fringe Theatre on Friday at 12 noon. It's going to be all about interactive streaming. So Bunny is going to be talking about the quiz. I'm going to be talking about rogue drones, and Ferret will be there as well talking about interference and chill. Cool. So it'd be very awesome to see you if you're about on the Friday.
Okay, so I think that's it for now. Let's find out who won this week's awards. Picture of the week this week goes to QRS, and it's Devil Cave people making wall paintings. I just love the variety of the devils, and also those paintings are amazing. Well done, QRS. Nice work.
My favourite description this week was, I'm at a payphone trying to call home by Moo Moo Milk. I like the music reference there. I used to do a bit of Maroon 5 on karaoke several years ago, but decided to not try and sing that one there. Nice work, Moo Moo Milk.
Community pick of the week this week is by Solveig, and it's the devil poking a sheep with his trident. I just love it because the devil looks so happy, but then the sheep does too. He's probably just giving him a nice back scratch. Nice work, Solveig. They were amazing.
Awesome stuff there as always.
Okay, so what were we talking about last week in the forums? Inspired by Captain Marvel last week, we asked what superpower you'd like to have, and also what kind of animal you'd like as your sidekick. I think you better read some of those out before I start coughing.
Okay. Well, again, I was a bit busy, so I didn't reply to this. But I mean, I kind of already have a superpower in that I have intuitive aptitude, which was a thing out of Heroes, but I quite like how it sums up.
Oh, okay.
I can look at things and figure out how they work quite easily,
you can,
which is
all the time.
very useful. And is kind of how I've fallen into doing software development. Quite a useful thing for that. Animal as a sidekick, or it'd probably be, Grumble or Dave, with the ability to, I don't know, eat everything or, let's not go into the details. Make a mess of everything if they needed to defend something. I don't know. But some of you also came up with other answers. Phantom says, I'd like to be able to fly without getting motion sickness and vertigo and any bugs in my mouth or a fear of heights or any of the conceivable difficulties that are inherent. Now, I like the fact that someone's actually thought through flying because it hadn't really occurred to me. If you're flying, you're going to get like all bugs in your eyes and stuff.
No wonder they have to wear masks and everything.
Well,
Explains
exactly.
a lot.
Also love a lone wolf. No, not lone. Love. Also love a wolf sidekick. But since a wolf can't fly, I need a phoenix. But phoenixes aren't real, so I need a raven. Name Nevermore. Lenore Nevermore Poe, probably. I approve of the amount of thought that you put into
that's
this.
very dedicated.
It was almost topical as well because talking about motion sickness and vertigo, we did roller coasters on the quiz on Sunday.
Oh, we did, yeah.
Phantom was saying that they can't really do them because of that.
What a shame. Yeah.
We also had Moo Moo Milk, who said time travel for sure. Yeah, I mean that's quite a cool thing, isn't it? So many things I'd like to redo and memories I'd like to relive. Yeah, I like that. My sidekick will be my trusty cow, Casey.
Oh.
Rescued her from her hometown of Kansas City, where she was about to be slaughtered. Her power is a tasty milk blast attack to distract villains while I open a portal to the past.
Wow, that'd make an amazing film, wouldn't it?
It would. That's some
I'd
good
love to
sort
see
of,
that.
double team action,
I would
really,
definitely
isn't
go
it?
and see that.
Yeah. You should
Sorry.
pitch it to Marvel. Or
Yeah,
something.
totally. Yeah. I'd quite like to be invisible. Then I could just, sneak in anywhere and find out what's going on with like Brexit and all that kind of stuff. I'd have a budgie as my sidekick.
I think you'd struggle to find.
I think no one knows what's going on, do
yeah.
they? Really? But,
Anyway, yeah. Sorry, a budgie is a sidekick.
Yeah, because they could hop around and then they could come and tell you stuff because they can talk.
Yeah, they could sort of be like your mole, except a budgie.
Yeah, be my budgie. Yeah, and then come and tell me what's happening.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome. Yeah.
So yeah, if you've got anything else you'd like to contribute to that, the thread's still there. If you head over to general discussion, it was called "What Would Your Superpower Be?" I think. Feel free to add something to it.
Yeah. So now we're going to find out what we're going to be talking about this week. I am fascinated by supermarkets, so I'd like to know which is your favourite and why. When I lived in South Carolina, I tried all the local ones. Food Lion, Piggly Wiggly, Harris Teeter, Bilo, but we like Publix the best. Here in the UK, I tend to go to Sainsbury's, as the quality is good and they sell a nice range of clothing too. Plus, it's the nearest to our house.
If you'd like to chime in with that, then just head over to the general discussion forum. It's the pinned thread for the week, so you'll find it at the top of the thread list.
Cool. And don't forget tomorrow night's quiz night. Last week we had a new winner who never won before, didn't we?
Yeah, and it was only their second quiz as well.
It was, yeah. So well done, Live Long Animal, with 201.
Yeah, just over that magic number of 200, so I think we had good balance there.
Guess who was second?
Phantom. Yeah, 193. And then our very own Ferret on 191.
Cool.
So yeah, pretty tight up at the top there. Yeah, it was good.
So I'm still writing the questions for tomorrow, but I do know who's run the pictures. Shall I tell you who they are?
Go on then.
There's Solvig, Sir Doyle, Netkess, Kirby Korf, and Manic Dak.
Nice. Okay.
Some really interesting subjects this time. So yeah, come and join in. It's great.
Yeah. So I mean, even though we know whose drawings, we don't know which drawings. So as ever, I've got no idea. I get to play along with you all. But if you'd like to join us for that, we do it every Sunday night over on our Mixer channel at mixer.com/interference, and that's at 7 p.m. UK time. We tend to turn up a little bit earlier, from about 6:45 or so. If you want to join us for a bit of pre-quiz chat before we start.
I'll try not to cough through a whole hour.
Yeah, hopefully it'll settle down a bit more by then.
Yeah.
You're doing much better than the other day.
Oh, gosh, yeah.
But yes, on that note, perhaps we should leave it there.
I know.
Because I know you're holding it all in.
I am.
Yeah. Join us for the quiz Sunday night, 7 p.m. UK time.
Yeah, and we'll see you again next week.
Yeah, remember, if you're not already taking part in the game, then get involved at playinterference.com. You can also follow us on Twitter at PlayIFX or on Facebook at PlayInterference. We've also now got a Patreon page at patreon.com/interference if you want to give us a bit of monthly support for the ongoing maintenance of the game, these weekly videos, the quiz and all of this kind of stuff.
Cool stuff. Okay, we'll see you next week.
Yep, have a great week. We'll see you next Saturday.
Bye.